Are you a good enough leader? Are you a good enough leader to build a 7-figure, maybe even an 8-figure company? Well, listen, whether you are or not, today I'm going to give you 5 leadership principles that will allow you to 10x your company's growth, so stick around. Hey guys, it's Carlos Reyes. Welcome back to my channel. We discuss life, business, mindset, spirituality, and any and all training topics. So if you have enjoyed my channel so far, do me a huge favor, share it with other people that you feel might enjoy this channel. And if you haven't commented, we'd love to hear your feedback. Today, we're going to talk about 5 principles that are going to make you a great leader. So let's get to it. Nobody's born a leader. Leadership is not some special gift, some special anointing that God gives to only the select few. Leadership is a decision. That's right, it is a choice. It's a decision that you make to fulfill a higher calling. It requires a lot of responsibility and a lot of accountability. As a child in Mexico, I made a decision to become a leader. I became a leader in my household at a very early age. Somewhere around the ages of 5 to 6, I knew that my family lacked money, lacked income. So what I chose to do, I chose to go door to door as a child and sell bread. So I can bring home some money and help my family with the day-to-day essentials like food, water, clothing. That's right, it was a decision that I made at an early age. Not only did that decision allow me to help my family, but it also influenced others around me to partake in my venture. In my later years as a child, believe it or not, I was actually making more money than my own mom. I was bagging groceries at a store called La Ley in Mexico while she was cleaning rooms at a resort. I was bringing home almost twice as much as she was. That really helped our family out during that time. Fast forward to today, as an adult, I've been able to build multiple 7-figure companies across different industries, different sectors, because of the 5 principles that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Principle number 1, you must be selfless. And what does that mean exactly? Well, it's exactly what you think it means. It means you're gonna have to put other people's interests even before your very own. Some of the things that you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to connect with your team members, and you're gonna sit there and ask them, hey, what are some of your ideal goals? What do you wanna accomplish by being here? How can I help you get there? Now, when I said that you gotta put other people's interests before your very own, it's not just on the business side. It's also on the personal side. Caring for them, loving them, having them feel your support as a person, as an individual, not just as a leader, as a boss, as a manager. I'll give you a small example. In my headquarters, I have a huge wall, and it's called the dream board. And people are putting 3 to 5 dreams that they want to accomplish this year. For some of them, it's taking a vacation to Hawaii. For some of them, it's saving money. For others, it's getting a new car or getting a new house. My goal as a leader is to help them get to those goals this year. So that's just a small glance of what being selfless is. Principle number 2, leading from the front. Have you ever seen that meme where the leader, they compare the leader to the boss, right? The leader's up front carrying weights, and his team is right behind them supporting him. They're carrying like this big block, this boulder, and they're all moving in one direction at the same time, right? Then you got the boss who, the team's in the front carrying, the weight, and he's in the back just whipping them, right? That is exactly the difference between a boss and a real leader. And I strongly encourage you to choose being a leader instead of a boss. Your team loves to see you lead by example. Your team loves to see you lead by demonstration. Words only carry so much weight. You can't create the kind of identity where you're the type of leader that says, do as I say, not as I do. You want to be the kind of leader where you can say, hey, do as I do and do as I say. You want to be the type of leader that shows your team, hey, do as I do. That carries way more weight than anything you can ever say. Remember this, leading from the front, there's just a different type of energy that you put out onto your team. Your team will always feed off your demonstration. I want you to be one of those leaders that is literally in the trenches, or at least your team feels that you're in the trenches with them. Principle number 3, creating a culture. What type of environment are you creating for your team to work in? It's very important. You want your team to love coming to work. You don't want them, think about it, right? A happy employee is a productive employee. Here are some small examples of some of the things that I do in my organization to create a good environment. I have snacks available for them. I make sure to randomly take specific people out to lunch or coffee. We have random barbecues. We go to team builders, bowling, laser tag, dinners. The list goes on and on and on. And the other thing that I really love to do is I love to celebrate each other's wins. When they win, I win. And when I'm winning, I want them to be winning. I want you guys to understand that your team is a reflection of you as a leader. You don't want to be that leader that, is driving around the Rolls Royce and then your team is driving around some bucket. You want all your team to feel as if they're winning. Even if there's small victories like, a new car or being dressed nicely or being able to afford certain things for their children. You want them to feel like they're moving forward in life. Here's another example of how we celebrate each other's wins. In my real estate company, anytime that somebody gets a deal under contract, that's right, we buy a house to flip, they hit the gong and they love it. They go crazy. We put the music on, there's high energy, everybody's high-fiving. We are celebrating each other's wins at that time. Also, what people don't talk about when it comes to creating culture is, are you there to pick each other up? It's easy to celebrate each other's victories, but what about the times where people are feeling down and people aren't feeling like they're moving forward? Are you there to pick them back up and get them back on the horse? It's all about rowing together, baby. Principle number 4, core values. As a leader, I feel that your core values have a huge significance and a huge impact on what your organization is going to look like. What I do when it comes to hiring, I try to hire team members that align with my core values and my standards in my company. And by the way, my company becomes our company. Keep that in mind. Some of the core values that I personally have in my organization is vision. Do we all have some similar goals in mind on the individual side and on the group side? Another core value is work ethic. Again, I lead by demonstration. I work my butt off and my team sees that. So what do you think they're gonna do? And another core value in my organization is integrity. That's right. Integrity plays a huge factor on the way we do anything and everything. And here's another one that I'll give you, family. I treat my team members like family. They know that they can come to me for anything and everything. I'm there for them, just like they're there for me. And moving on to the 5th principle, which is our last for today, reliability. That's right, your employees want to know if you are a reliable leader. And some of the things that they ask themselves is, do you care about me? Can I trust you? Will you help me grow? Can I achieve my goals with you? Can you help me? These are some of the questions that you may not know, but they're going through some of your team members' minds. So as a leader, how are you going to step up to the plate to make sure that your team members certainly know that you will be reliable? All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and review the 5 principles that have allowed me to get to where I am today. 1 is being selfless. 2 is leading from the front. 3 is creating a culture. 4 is core values. And 5 is being reliable. These 5 principles are what allowed me to go from dirt poverty to building a conglomerate, an organization, all kinds of different businesses in many different sectors. So if you feel that this video is informative and useful, do me a huge favor if you haven't, subscribe and share with somebody. We also love to see your comments in the feed. So with that being said, if you feel that this video was informative and insightful, do me a huge favor, send it to a leader. We want to hear some feedback from them too. Share it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we also love to see your comments down here, okay? All right, so thank you for tuning in today. Stick around for the next one. We will be seeing you very soon. Thank you.